Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for another video. So welcome back to part 2 if you are viewing from part 1, and if not, welcome back to just part 2 of this house building video. But if you haven't seen part 1, then you should definitely go check it out. It is already up on my channel and the links will be below. So we are renovating the Goth family house today in The Sims 4, and I've already done the whole building portion and a bit of the furnishing and the landscaping and stuff in part 1. So like I said, if you haven't seen that, then go check that out so you can catch up. And we will be continuing on today with mainly furnishing and a few odd bits outside here and there. So we are up on the top floor at the moment, doing the, I'm not sure what I call this, I guess it's kind of like a party area up here. There's like a bar and some sofas. It's definitely a good area for entertaining, and I feel like the Goths would definitely have a lot of friends in the town, because Bella is her lifetime wish is to be a friend to the world, so she definitely have a lot of friends. So yeah, I definitely wanted to put in like an entertaining area, and this is also like a meditation zone up here as well over in the corner, which we'll see in a bit. It's not there at the moment. So yeah, I'm just going through and adding in a bunch of the cabinets and everything here. I wanted to put like the kitchen section in this hexagonal kind of part, and it kind of turned out to be a weird shape, but I think we do leave it like this in the end, and I think that looks so far. That looks alright, you know, it's nothing brilliant, unfortunately, but I was struggling with what kind of shape to do, and all the cabinets were like clipping into each other and everything, so I kind of ran with it in the end. So putting in a big rug outside as well, because, you know, it's not realistic to have a rug outside, I guess, because it would rain, but it doesn't rain in The Sims, so I just, you know, went with it kind of thing. And I did put an outside fireplace out here as well, because I thought that would be cool to sit up here, having the nice warm fire blaring, and like talking with friends and stuff, and having a good time, having some drinks, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm doing that. I do put in the wood flooring again. Like the rest of the balconies have that nice wood flooring, and it just ties in with the rest of the colour scheme in the house and everything. Going around doing some lighting, just putting some little lanterns and stuff, and I do this like makeshift rug, which I'm like obsessed with. I feel like I've done in so many builds now, but it's actually the Spa Day rug, which is like the little wooden slat things, and I just like put them together to make it look like one big rug, and I think it just looks pretty nice, to be honest. So so as you can see, we've already done some of the interior. Like I said, that's done in part 1. We've done the living room, and now we're moving on to, I think we're going to do the kitchen next, which I love how the kitchen turned out. The living room is probably my favourite room, like I said in part 1, and the kitchen definitely comes a close second, I think. We keep the same kind of layout, but it also changes as well. I don't know, you'll see. So we go for a much lighter colour scheme in here. Again, we tie in some red elements as well, because I said a few times in the first part that I was trying to tie in red as much as possible to sort of keep with the Goth's colour scheme, because they seem to have a lot of red, you know, like Bella's red dress and all that kind of stuff, and they've had that ever since The Sims 1, so I tried to sort of keep that theme flowing, as it were. And I'm putting in an island, which they didn't have before. They had a table in here, but I felt like an island was just a nicer idea, and I put in those cool red bar stools as well, which I really liked. So it gave the room a more open look and feel to it, and it also just made it look really contemporary, but not too, I'm not sure what the word is, but anyway, it just turned out pretty cool, I think. So just nudging the cabinets up slightly, using move objects to intersect them a little bit, just because it didn't all quite line up the way I wanted it to, and I have slight OCD, so I had to make sure that all lined up just right. And I also threw in the popcorn machine in a red colour as well, just because I thought that would be fun to do, because everybody loves popcorn. Apart from me, I don't really love it that much, but you know what I'm saying. I'm going in and adding a Spa Day tile here. We use this like this one here with the two different types of tile. Like, it's got a different colour in the middle, and it looks pretty cool with kitchen cabinets, because then you get the different colour tile in between the cabinets, and then where there's no cabinets you can see that it varies in colour. So if that makes any sense. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out anyway. So we're going into the hallway here, adding some grey flooring, wood flooring, which I just love. I think it looks really nice. I think we keep it. And the Goth house definitely has more of a zen feel to it now. I said that in the first part, and I don't know, it's more relaxing than it was before. It was very, not doom and gloom, but very dark before, as it's more open and sort of airy now, and a lot more sort of nature and stuff inside. So using some bamboo, as you can see, and some like potted plants and stuff. And I do like a mirror thing here, which I absolutely love, because I was trying to tie in, the living room's quite a glam room, so I was trying to sort of make that all tie in with the hallway as well, because I didn't want the hallway to be too bland and then that room sort of hit you. So I did something, went for more of a kind of glam hallway dining room area as well. So I actually stole that idea from EndlxssSims channel. She and one of her builds or Let's Plays, or I'm not sure what it was that I was watching, but she did that with the mirrors, where she put that picture through it, and it like gets rid of the picture but it doesn't get rid of the frame, and it just makes it look so cool. So I'll definitely be using that in the future. It was definitely a good find of hers. I don't know if she made it up herself or found it from someone else, I have no idea, but I definitely stole that from her. But I just loved how it looked, so I had to do it. So going in and doing the dining room here, again tying in those red touches. So we've got like these bright red chairs and a little red vase of flowers on the table, but going for a very sort of grey and brown kind of scheme in the hallway. Again, very sort of neutrally and quite relaxing. And I'm trying to find a picture here. We'll use that new one from Movie Hangout Stuff, which is not even that new anymore because I'm recording the second part on the 1st of March. So the last part I think I recorded a week ago, and that's not up yet, but it will be going up today, I think. Possibly today, possibly the next day. And yeah, so we're probably due for a new pack of some kind. I talked about it a little bit in the last video, and I think, well, it's March now, and I'm not sure when they usually get announced, but I think we had the last one by like the 9th of February. It came out on the 9th of February, so if that's anything to go by, we've only got like a week and we'll have a new pack, so that's pretty exciting. I'm not sure what we're going to get yet. They haven't announced anything, so, and if you're watching this in the future, then you already know, so I'm not going to go too much into that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to some new content for sure. And going in and changing all the wallpapers and everything, and where I had the open area, when I would use shift to place the wallpaper, it would place it on the outside of the building as well, so had a bit of a kerfuffle with with that, and so I had to go in and place it all manually and just change it around a bit, but it worked out fine in the end. So adding the piano in here, because they did have a grand piano on the second floor already in the Goth house, so I wanted to sort of tie in, well, not tie in, but just like make sure that that was there still, because I'm sure that the Goth family use that all the time to like up their skill and stuff. So yeah, I added that back in for sure, and just like a little seating area up here because it was quite a big space and I wasn't sure what to do with it. I also add in like a study later on, because this kind of layout changes a little bit from what it is right now. But as you can see, I just jumped off there and obviously left the game and came back, so we're jumping all round now. I was obviously bored of doing the inside and I'm moving outside. So this is where I do this kind of zen area up here for like relaxation and meditation. First of all, I go for yoga mats, and I don't think I keep the yoga mats. Maybe I keep one or two. Maybe I do keep them. But I do add in lots of flower beds around this section. And I absolutely love how this turned out. It started off kind of weird, and I didn't really like how it was, because I wanted it to be separate but at the same time still obviously open to the rest of the stuff outside. So as you can see, I'm trying to use half walls here to do different sections and stuff, and this is where I kind of go in and get the final kind of layout for it, I guess. So adding like a covered area here just to sort of section it off as like a walkway, and then like you've got two different entrances, and I think this is the final design. So you've got that sort of middle part there where you can actually go in and meditate and do some yoga and stuff. And yeah, I think it would be such a sick area to do some meditation and yoga and just relaxation in general, because it is obviously quite high up. You could look out to the neighborhood and see all like the lake and everything. So I think it would definitely be very relaxing up there. I'm sizing up that thing here and obviously didn't do that because it looked terrible, so adding a bunch of the plants and stuff, and we're using a bunch of those new flowers from Romantic Garden Stuff because they're amazing, and they come in this vibrant red colour which tied in with this house so well. So I used a bunch of those everywhere. You would have seen in the first part if you watched it, I used a bunch of those on the lower landscaping as well, so I definitely wanted to bring that up here as well. And it just gave it a very relaxing, nature-filled kind of vibey feel to it. So yeah, I loved how it turned out in the end. Going back in here and adding some doors to the bedrooms and stuff. I think we're going to go through and do the master bedroom next. Just deleting all the stuff out of here and adding in some sofas on that balcony outside. So maybe I do this bedroom first. I don't think I do. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that, and I go on to the master bedroom instead. but I changed the floor plan a little bit just because I wanted to make that hallway a bit bigger, because I'm going to add a little home office out there a bit later on, not quite yet, just because I realised that the Goths didn't have a study of any kind or anywhere to really put a computer that fitted, so I thought this upstairs hallway area would be quite a good area because it's kind of skill building with the piano, and that all kind of ties into the like office. So doing a built-in closet look here, we don't go for this, we go for the actual built-in closets, and I didn't want to wall them off because it looked too separated, made it look more cramped in this bedroom than it was needed, so I sized these shelves up and had this kind of built-in closet effect where it was like closets on the bottom and then shelves on top, so I kind of put some different stuff up there, and I love how it turned out. I was actually really happy with this when you put the columns on the edge, and I made sure that you could still use those, so you can see Bella going in there and in the closet. She's actually in there right now, where I just left her there because I was building. So she's going to stay in there while we carry on with the building. So I actually use a bunch of boxes and stuff here to like use the move object cheat to move up a bunch of boxes and stuff here, because I feel like everybody has loads of paperwork laying around all the time. So, and I definitely keep a lot of stuff under my bed, so I know my parents keep a lot of stuff in their closets and like up the top, so I kind of did that, and I added some shoes up the top there as well. And I know shoes usually go on the bottom, but obviously I couldn't do that because the closets are walk-in, so yeah, I kind of just improvised. And I had these nice small fancy boxes, which I thought would be like shoe boxes maybe, like some designer brands or something, I don't know, like a Nike shoe box or something, or like that kind of thing. So, and then like books and just knickknacks on the top shelf, just to sort of fill up the space, and I think it looked pretty cool in the end. So I stupidly do this before I change the wall coverings and everything, which, as anyone who builds in The Sims knows, is a bad idea, because then it will probably delete all the stuff that you move up with the move objects cheat. But I don't think it did, because I can't remember doing it twice. I do remember going to change the wallpapers again later on, and it was going to delete everything, so I decided not to. But I think the first time I'm okay, but we will see together, I guess. So obviously this whole renovation is a lot more modern than the Goth house was before, because it's got that sort of zen feel to it. So I went for more of a modern bed, but then like these old-fashioned kind of curtains, doing this kind of drapery kind of effect on top, because I wanted to keep the Goth vibe, and this bedroom is very Goth vibey. If you looked at the original one before I bulldozed the whole thing, it was very red and black and just had that kind of look to it. So that's what I kind of tried to stick to in this bedroom and reflect the occupants of it, like, you know, Bella and Mortimer, very dark and kind of thing. Just because that's always how they've been portrayed to us, I guess. So they're lovely Sims, I'm sure. And just going in and adding like an ottoman at the end of the bed here, and like a rug so that your feet aren't cold in the morning when you get out of bed. And then I add this really cool candle on top of the window here. It's the light from Spa Day, which I've added all over the house for that zen look, but I kind of moved it up and placed it in the bay window, and it looked pretty cool in the end, actually. I was happy with how that turned out. And then like a little chair to put your shoes on or whatever, because sometimes it's not always easy doing it standing up. So yeah, I also placed the tragic clown painting because the Goths are like Sims 1 obviously, so I had to go for the tragic clown painting in their bedroom for sure. And wallpaper I struggled with, so as you can see I'm actually being really lucky here, and the stuff is not deleting off the shelves as I'm placing this wallpaper, so yay for that. And I'm going here and adding in black paneling and a whitish grey wallpaper, and I do like a few different places with each, just sort of accent it but not make it too dark. That's what I was worried about. I didn't want it to be too, you know, like pitch black in there and too sort of gothic and evil. So yeah, that's what we kind of went for in the end. This bathroom, again, very dark and very kind of just the Goths. That's the only way to sum it up. Anyone who knows, you know, you guys can relate, I'm sure. Going in and adding in a bunch of like leaves and stuff on the side because it somehow got deleted, but I think it's because I used the move object sheet to place a bunch of them. So when I was placing wallpapers and stuff, I think it probably got deleted then. So that was a bit annoying, but we fixed that anyway. So this shower was cool because it had those red stripes, which obviously again red and black. I was trying to tie it all in together, so it worked out pretty well. And just going in and doing the last final touches because we're nearly coming to the end of this video. So adding the home office in here and a couple of bookcases as well, because the home office isn't a home office without some books to read as well as a PC. So or maybe a Mac, you know, whatever you prefer. I personally have never had a Mac, so I prefer PC, but that's only because I've never used one. So yeah, I added like the Mac type of computer here. And again, adding some more mirrors and stuff, and just like a few little plants for that zen feel, and like a reading nook you've got over here, and just adding some more lights and stuff as well. So we're going on to the children's bedroom now. Cassandra and... what is the kid's name? Alexander? Was it Alexander? I feel like it's something like that. Because I actually got rid of the upstairs bedroom, which I think was Cassandra's. So they share a bedroom now. But Cassandra's nearly a young adult, so she'll probably be moving out soon. So he'll have his room back to himself pretty soon. So I didn't think it was too big of a deal. And I kind of just went very plain in here because this is more of a... I didn't really know what their personalities was. So I just kind of went for like a grey kind of theme throughout, and I think it worked. I gave them a couple of different bed sheets and stuff, so yeah. So if you liked this video, then please give it a massive thumbs up. Do make sure to go check out part 1 if you haven't already, and see all that. Leave me any comments that you want. I love hearing what you guys have to say. And subscribe if you want to see more videos, because I would love that. So if you want to hear about all the download links and everything, then that is all in part 1, and it's all in the description of this video also. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you all later. Bye everyone.